Hey guys, week 2, day 1 of the 60 miles challenge for Crohn's and Colitis UK. I'm only actually about 8.6 miles into the 60 miles so far after week 1, which is only like 3 days of running anyway. So I'm starting off in my shop today. Gotta do all my stretches, because obviously with the fact that working in the shop, I don't have a particularly active job. I work in IT. I've got my own little computer repair shop. So not a particularly active job, which is why running is a pretty good thing for me, because it keeps everything active, keeps everything working correctly. I don't script any of these videos, by the way, as you can tell. So I'm going to go on another run. It's going to be another 2.4 miles. My regular run from Monday to Friday is going to be 2.4 miles, maybe 2.5 miles depending on which direction I go. Probably going to plan on, my usual plan is going to be to do a rest day on Wednesday and then do my long runs then on the weekend, either Saturday or Sunday. So, but that's all going to depend on the weather, and at this moment in time it is getting very grey out there, and I've had 3 notifications already to tell me that it's probably going to rain any minute. So gonna get stretched. I'm probably going to start running. If I see some interesting stuff on the way home, I'll stop and record it, and if not, we'll see you in tomorrow's video. But what I am going to start doing this week is I'm going to start showing you guys some of the equipment I use. So I've got my headphones over there, they're bone conduction headphones. What running shoes I use maybe. As I said in my previous video, which I released yesterday, I'm not a professional, but I like to see people's videos, what they use and all that stuff. So maybe you guys might want to see what a completely amateur running uses. But anyway, we're going to start running. I need to stretch first though, otherwise we're not going to make it to the end of this 60 miles. So, it's not raining yet, which is good. I'm only 1.19 miles in. What I'm trying to do, and this is how I'm going to try and do it for most of the 60 miles, I'm trying to do it in intervals. So today, because I had not much active stuff in work today and a rest day yesterday, I'm trying to do 0.20 miles on, so running, and 0.10 miles off walking. Normally the intervals would be a lot different to that. Normally it'd be 0.3 on and only 0.05 off, so very, very short walks. But you don't want to burn yourself out on this stuff. So just checking. Oh, no. Sorry, there's usually a horse down there. I like to say hello to. So we're along the canal. Monmouthshire and Brecon Canal running through Newport Pass between Malpas and Bears at the moment. This is probably going to be a 2.45 mile run today. And obviously I've just shown you guys some of the stuff that I see along here, which is the swans. They're way back there. Normally they start along here and then they migrate down to the other end by the motorway, and they're at that motorway stage at the moment. There's a lot of ducks around as well. What does suck though is this canal, as you can see, is slowly losing its water. Now I'm not going to get deep into reasons why, but it does make it look extremely ugly. Short version is we've had a massive bunch of heat waves that obviously reduces the water. And it doesn't help that the canal is leaking in random places. Yeah, it needs to be resealed, needs to be repaired, I should say. And nobody's doing anything about it. So it kind of ruins the background of some of the runs a little bit, but we'll get over it. Anyway, I have another segment coming up. see you guys in tomorrow's video now, I think, because I don't want to slow down too much today. And there's really not much else left to see at this minute in time. But I'll show you more of the location where I run every day. So that'll give me some kind of content to put in my videos. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Hey guys, so it's week 2, day 2. And as you can see, back in the shop again, running stuff on. We're going to go for another run. Not going to lie, I don't really need to do it today. Kind of already done one. I did 2.5 miles this morning because according to the weather report and the absolutely terrible weather I saw last night, thunderstorms, it was supposed to rain all day today. But it ain't. So I did 2.5 miles this morning on the treadmill using Zwift, which is a virtual running app that I use on my laptop. Play it on the laptop and you run. There's a sensor on your shoe, so when you're running on the treadmill, the character on the screen runs. It's pretty cool, actually. I did 2.5 miles this morning, so I don't necessarily have to do this run, but I figured to myself, why not? Bring the running stuff anyway. You're going to bring your running backpack, put your running gear in there. You're already wearing the running shoes, so you may as well just do it. See what the weather's like at 5 o'clock when you leave. If it's good, you go for a run. If not, you've already done your 2.5 miles, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm actually going to be topping up my miles today, because tomorrow's a rest day. So today, really, I'm doing 2 runs, which just means I'm going to be slightly ahead of my planned mileage, which is good, because my actual running plans meant that I probably would have been about 2 to 3 miles short of the 60 miles anyway. But I wouldn't have been. I would have actually made up those 2 to 3 miles, but I would have had to have worked out where to fit them in. So I've already done 2.5 of my extra miles already, which were outside of my plan. Because even when I did the 50 miles last year, my plan was a little bit short, but I knew that I could just throw in an extra mile here and there just to make up for it. So my plan is always a little bit looser than normal. Also yesterday, I told you in the video, just before this, that I was only going to be doing 2.4 miles. I ended up doing 2.7. So I'm well ahead of schedule anyway, which is cool. But anyway, I need to stretch. Try not to make these little videos too long, but I need to stretch and I need to start today's run. Today's going to be a bit of a slow one. I'll probably give you guys an update on the way though. So if not, we'll see you in tomorrow's video. Hey guys, so this is week 2, day 3. It's not really day 3 of running, it's a rest day. Just going to do a quick update for today. Might do a video later on when I mentioned I was going to show you some of the equipment I use. Probably going to show you my running headphones, because they're actually quite interesting how they work. But for now, a little bit of a thing to admit. I didn't do the run yesterday. Not the run you saw in the last video anyway. I mentioned in the last video that I was going to run home, which was just top up miles, because I already did 2.5 miles in the morning on the treadmill. What I ended up doing instead, because as soon as I left it actually started raining, I took the bus halfway home and I did the last 0.75 miles running. So didn't do a video of that because it was just a quick run around the edge of where I live basically. So I did 3/4 of a mile just as a top up. I'm already ahead on my miles anyway, so now I'm just a little bit further ahead. But for today, it's a rest day, which is good because my one ankle is a little bit twingy. It happens when you're running a lot of miles, but it'll be perfectly fine. So later on I'll probably do a very quick small video about the headphones I use, and that'll be the rest day. For the rest of the day though, I'm in work, so see you guys in the little update video after this one. Hey guys, so just a very quick one, because I mentioned I would show you about these headphones that I use. I'm going to make it very quick because I've got a little bit of work to do. It's kind of quiet. Actually, no, it's kind of quiet to be honest with you, but I've still got other things to do. These are the Aftershocks titaniums. Now, you can't really get these ones anymore because they're discontinued, but the company Aftershocks have been doing bone conduction headphones for years. And the reason why I like these so much is because you can be, you know, out running, biking, whatever, and you can hear absolutely everything that's going on around you while still listening to music, because how they work is they create little vibrations in these little pieces here, which then transmit down the bone to your eardrum. So you can still hear music whilst at the same time hearing absolutely everything that's going on around you as well. And obviously you can turn the volume up pretty high to a point where you kind of can hear what's going on around you, but that's not the point. I like the idea that when I'm out running, especially when I'm doing like there's stuff down the lanes where there could be traffic or cars, I can hear if something's coming up behind me, which is pretty cool. Obviously, if you're the type of person that wants noise cancelling and all that stuff, they're not in your ear, so they can't cancel noise. They're there, they're not actually in my ear. It's just a band that goes all the way around the back. Obviously you can get over-ear headphones, you can get in-ear headphones. The one problem I hated with in-ear headphones is as you're running, you hear the thump, 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 thump from your feet hitting the ground, which just annoys the hell out of me. It's kind of distracting. These ones in particular, they should have been about £100, but I found them on eBay. I don't recommend buying second-hand headphones, but these were on eBay for, it was 40 quid I paid for them, and they were new, but the box was damaged and they were a discontinued line. But since then they've released loads of different models. They've got models for underwater swimming. Obviously they're not Bluetooth, you load the music onto them directly because Bluetooth doesn't work that well underwater. They've also got like full-on like audio conference, like video conferencing ones as well, with microphones that come down here. These do have a built-in microphone for hands-free, so you can take calls and everything with them, but it's not I would say it's not a very loud microphone for video calls and for like calls and things like that, but it does the job. It does the job. There's a bit of noise cancelling with the microphone as well, but for straight up just listening to music in the gym or running and still being able to have a full conversation and hear what's going on around you, these are brilliant. You can get the cheap ones as well, which I think they're about 20-30 quid. Watch out for the ones that you see advertised constantly on TikTok, because they will look exactly like the official Aftershocks, but when you click on that link, it's cheap Chinese knockoff. Don't buy them, they do break down pretty quickly. I've seen people talking about them and they do break very quickly. So, quick summary. These are Aftershocks titaniums, but Aftershock headphones in general are pretty much the standard for bone conduction headphones at the moment. They are the ones that everybody wants to be. So, I would say get these. Or just get yourself a really nice, check the reviews, a nice pair of bone conduction headphones, because it is so much safer if you can hear what's going on around you while you're running or cycling or anything like that. Anyway guys, this is the last video of rest day. I'm going to see you tomorrow. Hey, so it's week 2, day 4. I had to think about that then. Week 2, day 4. Yesterday was a rest day. You guys saw it in the video. We just did a rest day. And the previous video was yesterday. And I showed you the headphones and everything. Now it's a running day. So now we're going to go back out and do another run. Running home from work. Going to keep it simple today because my IBS is playing up. So stomach's quite gurgly, and whenever you get an IBS problem, you also get very little energy to do things. Not ideal when you need to do 60 miles of running. I'm not going to complain too much because obviously I'm doing this for Crohn's and Colitis UK, and there are people on this running challenge that are a hell of a lot worse than I am, but it's still a problem. So I'm going to take it slow, take it easy, take it slow, get my stretches done before I go, and see how it goes. I'm going to be I will record another video on the way, but I'm trying to shorten these videos down a bit because I'm realizing I'm ending up so far. I've been editing as I go along. I'm so far. I'm probably going to be in like a 35 minute video, so I probably need to edit a few things down. But see how it goes, innit? Really. Next week's video might be a little bit shorter, but I'll be showing you more important stuff next week rather than just filming random things all the time. So I just did it again. Same as I did the other day. Did an entire video. Squirrel on there. Did an entire video to outro this day and didn't put my phone on damn video mode. I just took a selfie for 3 minutes straight. Great. Anyway, I'm about to hit the road down there, so I'm going to end this video today. I'm doing intervals at the moment, 0.30. Shut up, Carmen. 0.30 on and 0.05 off. So, hell of a lot more running than walking today. But I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Sorry, one more quick update. Then we'll go to tomorrow's video. My ankle's still twinging a little bit. Only a tiny bit though. From yesterday's rest day, I think I mentioned it in my video. But it's only twinging a little bit, so nothing important. I just need to keep an eye on it. And my IBS is actually holding out at the moment. I found quite a few times that running does calm it down quite a bit. So now we'll see you in tomorrow's video. I just felt like I needed to add that little extra bit in case anyone was wondering from what I said earlier and yesterday. There's week 2, day 5. Didn't have to work that out this time. I actually remembered what I was doing. Another short video. Yesterday's video was extremely short. I'm gonna keep these videos short, but I did another 2.4 miles yesterday. Don't know why I'm doing with that. I did another 2.4 miles yesterday. Might be slightly more today. Not going to be much more because obviously over the weekend I'm going to try and do at least a 5k, which is 3.1 miles. For that, for the main challenge, and because there is actually a set goal as well on my Garmin to try and complete a 5k within this weekend period. So 2 birds with 1 stone. So it's going to be a minimum of a 5k either Saturday or Sunday depending on the weather. Already checked the weather, both days should be pretty clear, so I'll probably just pick one and see what happens. But in the meantime, I'm about to leave. It is now just coming up to 5 o'clock, so I'm about to leave now and do another 2.4 miles home. Wish me good luck, and there will be a random video on the way home as well, but I do need to pick something up first on the way home, so we'll pick that up and then we'll start running from there. Okay, so 1.17 miles in. Taking it a bit easy today, because obviously tomorrow's going to be a longer run, so I've taken it a little bit easy today. I started the first mile at 0.30 on and 0.10 off. I'm going to do this second mile a little bit slower, so 0.20 on, 0.10 off. So because doing the long run tomorrow, I'm going to want to push a little bit harder tomorrow. And you'll also notice no headphones. If you're like me and you like to listen to music while you're running, you should probably remember to charge your damn headphones. 5 minutes into the run, you get the little voice in my ear saying, please charge me. I'm thinking, oh, it's alright, normally gives me about 15 minutes. Nah, they died straight away after that. So typical, but it's okay. Got the canal around me. Just listen to the birds, I guess. and there's one right on cue. But anyway, long run tomorrow or Sunday, we'll see how it goes. My one knee still a little bit twingy, but it's a lot better than it was the last 2 days. So I'll see you in tomorrow's video or Sunday's video. We'll see how it goes. Week 2, day 6. This is the long run today, so you guys will get a few more quick updates. I'm only 0.30 miles in, because I wanted to get to the start of the major bit of the run. This is one of my more adventurous ones that I use regularly. It starts off with a hill like that, so not necessarily ideal for doing spiderweb. Not ideal for doing regular runs on this challenge, but for a nice chill out run with a little bit of a challenge at the beginning, it's pretty cool. It's getting dark because obviously we're in we're in this lanes right now, and it's all covered in a big arch of
average
trees.
pace 18:33.
Yeah, thanks Garmin. We've only just started, so yeah. So this is going to be an interesting one. I'll show you guys little bits as we go around. But for now, this is an extremely steep hill, which goes up for about, I don't know, I think it's about, it's only like 0.10 of a mile, 100 meters or so, but it's a pretty cool run. So let's carry on. So I've paused my run, so I want to quickly show you guys one of the reasons why I run in these lanes for long runs, because this is a damn sight more interesting than running city roads and stuff. I've also paused my run for a second as well, so I can take this in a bit. It's pretty cool. Also, I just finished the run up the hill, and when we go that way, just over that little hump you can see there, we go back down, because these hills are very much, everything has to come really, really steep up, and then everything has to come really steep back down again. But I'll show you guys another really cool spot when I get down the bottom of that hill. So we've just come from down here, and we're going to be going that way in a second, down past the Trollsmore Lane, down Blackbirds towards the Blackbirds pub, and then we go down to the canal. But we're going to take a quick pause for a minute to show you guys this. Look at this amazing view. You can see for miles. Look, watch. This is just a little field area, but yeah, you can see for miles from here. Also, I should have recorded for you guys, but down that way where I just came from, because it's 9 o'clock in the morning, what are you going to hear near farms early in the morning? It's just roosters, cockerels everywhere, just doing their thing. Just sort of one starting over there, and then there's one way over in the distance, and you got sheep kicking off. It's all the nature on the farm sounds, which are pretty cool up this way. But we are, what are we right now? 1.18 miles in. And I'm sweating even though it's pretty early in the morning and it's not too warm at the moment. But I'm getting a sweat on because it's all, the lanes are all hills like that, so it's a bit of a workout, but we've got a bit of a, well, a little bit of a flat one for the rest of the way now. See you guys at the next little update by the canal. So one more quick one before we finish. This is the other end of the canal that you guys don't normally get to see, because normally I run the opposite end of Mill Heath and then down there. This time I'm running towards Mill Heath, and better it's the other way. One of the many locks, one of the 14 locks along the Monmouthshire and Bracken Canal. I do normally run the other way as well, which is towards Cwmbran, but we're taking it easy-ish, and we're just doing the routine route that I normally do. But this will be the last video of the week. I'll be editing this tomorrow. I've already started editing it, it's just a lot easier to do it that way. But for now, this is the last video of the week. I'll upload it tomorrow on a Sunday. Next week I'll try and see if I can make things a little bit more interesting during the weekdays. The weekends are obviously more interesting because it's a long run, I can go wherever I want. Weekdays tends to be a little bit more just standardized route, really. So I thought I saw something weird down there then in the lock. But anyway, I'll see you guys in next week's video. Do you guys want the stereotypical video ending to every runner's video where you see them run off into the distance and I set this camera up in a dramatic location? We'll see if we can do that. I've never done it before, let's just see if it works. I don't even know where I'm going to put you. Where am I going to put you? Maybe down on this lock thing, but yeah. What's that?